Hello, beautiful souls. Wow, today I can feel just real joyful energy from creation and the expression of the soul's rhythms and the light body as it begins to move in the world in a holistic, beautiful, connecting way, a providing way, a healing way. And I'm super excited because I was able to list the 7 rhythms of creation's joy living meditation circle on the description. So if you want to look at that, please do. The joy of all creation is a communion. It is a language. And I've said this to us several times, but every single time I encounter it, you guys, every single time, it feeds me, supplies for me, heals me in these little, tiny, rhythmic ways every single day. I live in a world created as a multi-dimensional being. And what do I mean by that? The other day I went to the craft fair, the art fair in Oysterville. And as I was walking there, I could feel the rhythm of my soul asking me to slow way down. That I was going to encounter the destiny, the life story of artists that was going to help me understand and help me bridge creation's joy living meditation circle, as it has a place within it for expression and art flow. So I began to really soften my energy. I began to breathe into my belly the thought of the artists that I would meet. And my eyes, my baby, my eyes softened. My face softened. And I allowed what I saw in nature to be seen by me. This connection. It was the part of the living meditation where I step inside the circle, where I remain at rest in the center, choosing to observe the energy of the souls around me, to remove the veil of separation and to hear their hearts. And can I tell you, the story was amazing. So the first beautiful lady that I met, her name was Brenda. And we started talking about her beautiful art. And it ended up being, she was my teacher for the day. And I mean that in a deep, beautiful way. She was my teacher. She put language to what my heart was feeling as I softened, I smiled, I let go of the way I used to be at the art fair in the past. And I allowed the energy, the new energy of creation, all of it, the communion. You see, the veil that we talk about, well, the veil to the spirit world is thinning. Now listen, we put veils up, walls of separation and walls of protection on our own souls, and we're guarded against others. I have been. So as I spoke to this veil that I completely took down around me, and I longed to simultaneously pull the veil back on someone else's soul and observe them, at least those I was to encounter for that day. I knew it was a reciprocity. It was a predetermined part of my destiny to connect with certain souls that day, and I did. Brenda ended up that she works at the same hospital that my dad did for years. and her heart. We began to talk about COVID and how it was in the medical field during that time and being on the front lines and sacrificing for others. We really had a common understanding of that time. But what was so beautiful is that what was such a horrible time for us both in the medical field, we went beyond the limits. We went beyond the limits. I mean, we were faced with limit after limit after limit, wall after wall, the way we could be, the way we couldn't be, but we got through all of them to find a way to love our clients. But this beautiful artist who was so established in the community, she determined to be a part of the hospital and serve the people there in such a way that it really spoke to me. And it ended up being that I asked her, would you come to the meditation practice? Would you come and be this beautiful bridge to help people see and understand the process of our art, the process of what we create? There is a gentle flow of rhythm, and accepting the unique soul sound that begins to emerge because the living meditation, we rest, we deeply rest in our own silence. And we ask for an inner wisdom with all creation to rise, and it's new, and it can make our energy shift. But I've walked within these 7 rhythms long enough to know every single time I choose to shift my energy and understand what rhythm my soul is in, I can then move and connect with the souls I was sent here to move and connect with, and with creation. So Brenda, thank you. Then the next beautiful artist that I met was this beautiful lady. She is the granddaughter of a chief from the Chinook Indians. They're local here. And my grandfather's Choctaw, and he's deep in my bones. And I have a buffalo. My grandmother made one of those hook rug art projects, and it's a huge buffalo. And it reminds me of going to Catalina as a child and watching the buffalo run wild. This was before it was developed like it is. And oh my gosh, as a girl, I fell in love with these creatures of beauty and strength. That's hanging on my wall, but that spirit of my grandfather is a strong movement with creation. And the buffalo to the Indian nation represents, right, the moving of time, changing of cycles. It is provision. The buffalo provides us with not only meat and with warmth and clothing, but with strength. When we eat the buffalo, when we are thankful for what we receive. And this beautiful lady, artist, see, I don't see her name on here. Anyway, I purchased this from her, this dove that came from the tusk of an ancient woolly mammoth. Because she honored creation the way she did, something precious came to her and she made a few items from it. And I was literally going to ask her when I pulled up to the booth if she had anything buffalo. And she had a dove from a buffalo. That's precious because I'm telling you. Creation's Joy Living Meditation Circle, built first in me over almost 10 years of strength to move with the cycles and the rhythms of the soul and the light body, and maneuver within the language and within the wisdom and apply it at the right time. Come away from control, resting in this movement until I'm feeling it as the strength of the dove's wings. Connecting me. The next beautiful soul that I met was over the top. She just moved here. As a matter of fact, her stuff is still in storage. Leilani. She created art, these beautiful collages that you hang from stuff she had inherited from a garage, from a house, from a box, things she had inherited. And she made these collages that spoke to your soul, quite literally. And she told me, she started regaling me with the story of each collage, what it meant to her, why she chose the pieces she chose. And she blew me away. And she started to go into the spirit talk and the healing, how she'd been brought into this healing, and our souls were just vibing so strongly that there was this guy, he must have been 6'3", and he literally looked at someone who walked it behind him, and he went like this, and he was like, I'm leaning in to the spirit here. He was listening to us talk. I was in a dimensionless state. What does that mean? I mean, I was in and out of all the dimensions, watching these artists tell me why they did what they did. I don't know about you, but I've never stopped to listen like that before. But I didn't just listen, they became a part of me. And the last beautiful woman that I met, I Love You More is the name of her company. That's what she says to her daughter, you know, I love you more. Well, I got these earrings, you know, these beautiful earrings, these lavender flowers and glass, because I love lavender. And she said, this is just therapeutic for me. And when she said that, I was primed after all my other talks with the beautiful souls. And she also said she'd come. So these three beautiful women said, I will come to the meditation and bridge that section of art for you, because I'm more of a word artist. I love words. I hoard words. They hoard stuff and make actual creations they can sell. So I was so blessed. But I want to end this with, when we have a dream, when our soul asks to meet us, and our soul is drawn out from the depths of, I don't know, maybe we've covered ourselves up to be something somewhere, or I don't know what we do to put the veil up to the world. When our soul begins to dream, often we shut it down. When our soul begins to move like the wind and we get these intuitions and we get these strong urges, we shut them down. And I can't tell you how many times I've been told, oh, you're too much. And that's okay, because I was created for this time. I was created as an intuitive being of the light, as an intuitive being of the wind and of nature and of the ocean, and anyone who knows me knows that is true. And you were created for this time as well, to allow the rhythms of your soul to begin to connect you, provide for you within the community you're in, but beyond that, right on the land and the home and the place you are. Your dream will come alive there. And what do I mean? Today, as I get very excited because the meditation starts on the 14th, just in a week or so, I imagined, how they were going to be seated at the tables doing the art. So I'm going through this whole thing. And I'm like, well, I have one soul signed up so far. And that's not enough to pay for all the crafts and the chairs and the things that I really see and desire for this. So that's okay. So I began to search the property for folding chairs. I could hear folding chairs calling me. Like the wind was like, find your chairs. So I gathered these folding chairs from my dad's property that have been there that I never saw. Well, there's a lot of things here. And I washed them, and I'm getting ready to sand and paint them. I found this perfect, huge folding table that he's had the stuff on that they fished on, right? And I scrubbed it down, and it's like brand new. And I could feel my soul saying, as you wash with your hands these chairs and this table, and you sand it, you prime it, and you paint it, I want you to imagine the souls that you're preparing for it. Slow down, pull the veil back, and invite them to come. Invite them to be seen. Love them with your energy right here, right now. My dream meets me in the mundane dust of my life, calls forth a faith in me, puts my hands to a task that literally become a golden gate, a bridge from the eternal realm to the earth. Because I've chosen it, I believe in what my soul was created to bring to the earth. What I have expressed today is beyond me. I hope you were blessed somehow, some way. And if you feel the call and you're near me or you're not, maybe we could do a Zoom class. I don't know. It's a possibility. But your soul wants to express itself. It wants to use its hands, its body, its heart, its lungs, its voice, its eyes, to behold a world you were sent to create, to behold a strength and a beauty you were sent to create. And I'm here for it. I was simply created to create an atmosphere where you could pull the veil back on your eternal soul expression and be set free. And that's the truth. Contact me if you need to. Leave a message. My personal email is lightlanguage123@gmail.com. Email me. Let's connect. Maybe we could get some circles going on Zoom, because you're right here if you choose to be. I love you. Be so blessed.